Joey, do you want to hear the story? TLDR, we're at the tables. I don't know what's happened. I'm blackout drunk. I just know that I lent Magi a certain amount of money that I won't repeat. That's embarrassing. She doubled down, and then tripled down, and then split, and then doubled down again. Magi still owes me money, is how that story ends. I remember, I think I just laughed. I think everybody laughed. I think. I was like blackout. I was actually blackout drunk at that point. And like I have Joey. I just had Joey walking around. Joey's just walking around with a fat stack of hundreds. Jeez. So apparently there was collusion. And Nick Yingling and Magi tried to lie about the money that I lent Magi. So Joey, at 3:19 a.m. with the hero play, message Kathy, Magi 250, followed by really cute guy with a crown. At 3:19, he wouldn't lie. He wouldn't lie. All right, you guys ready? I'm turning alerts off because I need this to go on YouTube. I'm turning them off. You guys gotta just listen. This story is a gambler's wet dream. So multiple hours after FOD platforms were gone for, some say 30 seconds, HBox missed a questionable rest. Maybe the setup was fucked up. We'll never know. Not important. Chain smoking 100 cigarettes by now. I decided I want to gamble. I'm not that emo. I wasn't really that emo when I lost, because I went into it not giving a fuck. I still don't dance in pre-John. Some people say it is. I just didn't care. I'm not sitting here complaining. I don't know. Depends how you look at it, I guess. On day one, I turned $400 into 4K, and then Gio sat next to me, and then Zoo sat next to me, and I tanked 4K. So at the end of night one, I was down $400 after being up 4K. Whatever. I was like, I told you that, sir. I told you that seat was cursed, Julian. I fucking told you, and you didn't listen to me. Whatever. So that's day one. Day two is day three now. I had $400 I lost, and I had $600 left in my pocket because I had taken $1,000. I was like, I'm only gonna lose $1,000. I'm like, I don't really have that much money to just like lose $5,000. I don't mind losing $5,000, but I gotta hide the $5,000. I didn't really have it like that. So I sit down. Me and Void are gambling. I lose the 600, and I'm like, and it's like midnight or 1. I don't know. You know, when you're in Vegas, you don't know the time. You're not allowed to look at your phone when you're at the table. So I don't know what time it is, right? I don't know what time. It was 11. Okay, Void knows everything. So it was 11. I lose my 600. I look at Void. Void's got a nice little stack. And I'm like, Void, you know, every gambler's done this. I'm like, Void, what's up with 1,000? You guys, if you're a real gambler, you've done that. You look at your homie stack and you're like, I'm trying to make a miracle run, right? Because you gotta look at the homie stack. Because the homie's doing well. I'm like, Void, what's up? So Void, I'm like, you know I'm good for it. Give me 1,000. So Void gives me 1,000. Skip a few hands. I make enough and I pay back Void the 1,000. So my debt is clear. So now I got my own 1,000 from nothing. I'm pretty much even again. Skip forward. I lose the 1,000. So now that 1,000's gone. And then I look at Void and I'm like, what's up with that? What's up with another 1,000? Void, what's up? Void gives me the 1,000. Void gives me the 1,000. Same thing. I'm pretty sure. I'm getting drunker and drunker. So this is all from the memory of a very drunk man who's chain smoking a storm. I think I make the 1,000 enough to pay Void back again. Yes. So then I'm up. And then somehow, during this process, Johnny's standing next to me. I give Johnny $200. I said, Johnny, go bet on black. Because you know you're a real degenerate when you're gambling two things at once. I'm like, Johnny, go bet on black. Go. Johnny's like, yes, sir. Johnny then goes to roulette. And I'm pretty sure at some point in that time frame, I lost all of my money. And then I think I owed Void $600. So I lost the 1.5, and then I lost another. And then I think I was down. Are you guys ready for this? Because from what I remember, I was down. Johnny comes back hair glistening, walks up, and he puts $400 in my hand. So when I thought I was out, Johnny, yes, Neutron Styles back, and he gives me $400 because I won my roulette hand. And with that $400, from what I remember, I'm pretty sure I bet all of it, and I said, fuck it. And then from that 400, the rest of the night is all just a winning blur. And that 400 turned into over $10,000. Without Johnny, because I was done. Johnny shows up out of nowhere. And with that 400, I turned to 10K. Me and Void start gambling $500 hands, $1,000 hands. Not exaggerating, we could not lose. We could not lose. Me and Void are just sitting there. Literally unable to lose. Double downs hidden. Splittings hidden. Everything just... Oh, man, it was the craziest run. All from that $400. Literally. Because I was going to be done. And then I lent Magi money. I let Ben SW money. I gave Johnny... I don't know how much money I gave Johnny, but I kept giving him money. I gave Joey $200, which he lost immediately. Who else did we give money to? Everyone, because Void, next time we make 10K, don't post about it. Because then I had all these... I'm not going to call them beggars. We're going to call them losers. Because they lost all their money. Like, Mango, what's good with $100? I'm like, I got 10K here. Here you go. You fucking... Get out of here. Go. Go put it on black and lose it, you fucking junkie. Thank you. Top Hat, Muddled, and Indy. Appreciate it. So that was pretty much it. And the whole time, I was, oh my god, I was so fucking drunk, dude. And we just sat there. Me and Void sat there for 4 hours. Did we even talk, Void? I don't remember. Were we laughing? We had to have been laughing. It had to have been a grand time. That now that I look back in the moment, looking back, I'm like, all I remember was winning. All we did was win money. It was crazy, dude. Gooms? What did Gooms do? I feel like he's just an idiot. That's what he did. He didn't ask. Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys something. I told us to Bonfire as well. The most basic gambler etiquette is when you sit down at the table, you always ask, do you mind if I get in or should I wait? You always ask. Always. And you're thinking, some of you don't gamble. You're like, what do you mean? I want to play. I should be able to play. Because you don't ruin a heater. There's nothing worse when the table's winning. Because, like, you understand, once the cards are flipping a certain way, they're, like, set, right? But if you come in and ruin it, and then, like, the cards, everything, the whole... It all gets, you know... So, you just never sit down. Don't sit down without asking. It's not very hard. You just ask. You just say, what's up? Can I sit down? And then I'll be like, yeah, hold on. Then I'll lose 2 hands in a row, and I'll be like, alright, come on down. Everyone complaining about my commentary during Grants. I saw Reddit made a thread, and they all hated me. Look, I'm going to tell you guys something about Grants. From what I remember, H-Box was getting washed. There's nothing to say. My set with Cody. Okay, let's talk about the apparent pre-Johns. This is how I feel. I think there's a difference. Maybe I'm right. Maybe I'm wrong. But I feel like the difference in pre-Johning the week leading up to the tournament, instead of like just not wanting to play anymore after going to losers, then it's like, cause look, I didn't have the intention of like I just really didn't care how the rest of the tournament went anymore. Cause I was over it. I was so upset on Saturday cause I played fucking awful. If you watch my sets and tell me I played good, and then I don't get when people are like, bro, you shouldn't like say that. Like, you take away from people's win. I'm gonna tell you a reality, you little fuck. Everybody I beat in tournament, 99% of the time, they were not playing their best. I don't care. Like, once you win and you move on. Like, it's not taking away. Like, most of the time you beat people, they're not playing well. Like, it's not like a bad thing. No, Saturday, I should have pre-johned before. On Saturday, I don't know what it was. I felt so awful. I slept like 6-7 hours. I didn't drink that much, but like, I think just having to be up that early after like the shit sleep schedule, like, I felt awful on Saturday. I wish I hadn't had to play Omsa on Saturday. I would have prepped so much harder, but I don't know why we played one set. So then this is not pre-Johns, because I literally said, all I said, if you read the tweet, was I did not play my best. I'm very upset about it. I no longer care about this tournament, which I didn't, because I was mad. And I said I'm going to get drunk and smoke all night, which I did. And at the end of the day, like, I just said I'm going to do what I'm going to do. I didn't say, and I even said I'll play, because look, if I DQ'd, you know how many people would have been mad at me for not playing? Wow, Mango, you get invited to this and you drop out. Like, I know it. I know if I dropped out, people would have been mad. People would have been mad. Lud would have felt a little grimed. So I was like, look, bracket started at 11. I'm not...
Let's kick some tail.
Bracket started at 11. You know what? I got up. Vincent's like, you got to play in 15 minutes. And I'm like, oh, by the way, I wake up. And there's this random black man sleeping in my bed. He rolls over, and all I see are his shiny teeth. I'm like, Dewan, what are you doing in my bed? What are you doing here? Let's rewind a little bit. Go back to Saturday night. Let's bring it back to the night before. You're wondering, why is Dewan in my bed? The night before, we're drinking, we're smoking, gambling. I actually hung out with Nun and Moki. Moki thought he was hilarious. Every 2 minutes, Moki would go, so what about Mango Moki Mondays, huh? And I'm like, Moki, shut the fuck up. 8 minutes later, what about Mango? Shut the fuck up, Moki. It was funny, but he just kept making the same joke the whole time. So we're hanging out with Dewan. Dewan's at the bar. And I've been around a lot of drunk people in my life. Tons. I think Dewan was the drunkest human I've ever seen. He couldn't talk. He couldn't do anything. He just couldn't function with his life. He made some phone calls, called some females, the ladies. I'm not going to say what he said, but the whole time I was like, I was like, okay, whatever. And then there's this girl. I'm talking to him, and he keeps looking at me and looking behind me. He's like, Mango. And I'm like, what? He's like, the girl behind you is so beautiful. And he said some things I'm not going to repeat. And I'm like, Dewan, do not go up to her. Just leave her alone. So this is how drunk Dewan is. He is just the horniest menace. I'm like, don't say that. So for 10 minutes, I'm like convincing him. I'm like, leave her alone. Don't leave her alone. I'm like, Dewan, you're sloppy right now. I'm like, if you were like 10 beers ago, sure. But you're sloppy. Leave her alone. Don't bring this to her. She's just minding her business, having a great time. You sit your drunk ass here, and he's like, alright. So then we take like 4 more shots, you know? And all of a sudden, he's at the bar, and he passes out. He just falls asleep. And I'm like, it's like 3 a.m., 4 a.m. at this point. He's passed out. And I'm like, Dewan, let's go. You gotta go. You gotta go. He starts spitting on the ground. I'm like, can he stop spitting? He's like, I'm gonna puke. I'm like, why am I dealing with this? So then I run, hit the clutches, I find a trash can. I put it there, he vomits. Vomits a storm. And I'm just like, and I tell the bartender, I'm like, I'm gonna get rid of him. I'm like, don't worry. So then he's done throwing up. I'm like, Dewan, where is your hotel? He's like, I don't know. And I'm like, where is your hotel? I will call your Uber. You just gotta tell me where it is. I don't know. And I'm like, okay, you wanna go sleep in my room? And then we're fucking walking up. We're in the elevator. I forgot, I said something about him being horny or something. And as we get out of the elevator, all he does is he calls me racist for calling him horny. And at this time, 2 black guys walk by and I'm like, oh my god, Dewan, what are you doing to me? What are you doing to me? And then I brought him in and hugged him. I was like, how do I make this not look like I'm racist? Cause just these 2 guys, and they look at me and I'm like, he's fucking drunk. I'm like, I'm not racist. Nah, man, like, It was a close one. Dewan almost got me in trouble, man. I was like, no, man, like, because I was helping him, right? So then I get him, take him to the room. I put him in my bed. And I'm like, Dewan, go to sleep. And you know what his dying words were? I said, Dewan, we have extra McChickens. Do you want one? And he's laying like this. That's racist. So I put the McChicken in his hand. And then I put a water in his other hand. I put the water in the other hand. And I'm like, go to sleep. Just go to sleep. Drink some water. I go back down. I hang out with Nun and Moki. I come back up at like 4:30, 5 a.m. He fell asleep with the McChicken in his hand, but there was like 4 bites gone. So in his dying wish, he just took a few bites of the McChicken and he didn't make it.
Sheesh.
He just didn't make it. Just imagine a half-eaten McChicken in one hand. So then fast forward to Sunday. So I go to bed at like 5 a.m. I wake up. Vincent's like, yo, you gotta play. You gotta play in 10 minutes. And I was laying there fucking hungover. You ever smoke 100 cigarettes and then in the morning you just smell it in your beard and you're just disgusting. I'm like nauseous and I'm like, cause like when I smoke, it gets stuck here. So like my beard just smells,
Let's kick some tail.
So I'm like, Vincent's like, we gotta play. And I was gonna say, I'm gonna drop out. I'm like, I don't care. I really didn't care. 10:50. Bracket starts in 10 minutes. You know what I do? I don't shower, and I did not brush my teeth. I said, I'm gonna go downstairs, and I'm gonna lose real quick. I said, I'm gonna go downstairs. I'm fucking nasty. I probably smelled like fucking cigarette, old beer.
Sheesh.
And I'm like, I'm just gonna go down and lose. Because I'm like, I don't want a DQ, but if I lose to Johnny, it's fine. If I lose to Cody or Zane, whatever. I'm just gonna play. So then I start drinking. So I beat Johnny.
Sheesh.
My first game of the day was against Johnny. I somehow beat Johnny because I played okay for whatever reason. Because I'm just gonna play, right? It's not like I just played. And then Cody. By the time I had to play Cody, I was like 2 or 3 beers in. And then I just played amazing and destroyed him. I think Cody played a 1 out of 10, and I think he played really bad against Zane. So then he was just mad. And then played bad against Zane, and then played bad against me. And then after game 1 in his head, he was like... I was like, hey, man. Because, I'm going to play my matches. Like, I didn't care about winning or losing. I was going to play.
We're not done yet.
I was on 4 hours of sleep. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I had to end Johnny. You think I wanted to end Johnny? What did he say to me? He said, like... sick 3.5, and I'm drunk kinda, and I'm like, that was yesterday. I'm like, that was about Nate right now, and I don't think that made him. He probably didn't want to hear that. Yeah, I get the whole pre-joining thing, and I don't like when people pre-joining, but it was not even me pre-joining. It was just me being emo.
Let's kick some tail.
And saying that I'm just gonna go drink because I'm just not in the mood. Like, it wasn't the intention. Like, I'm already in losers. What am I pre-joining? Like, I'm already in losers. Like, I've just accepted defeat for this tournament. Like, but I'm gonna play my games. Because what's worse? Do I drop out or do I just show up on 4 hours of sleep drunk and play my games? And if I win, cool. And if I lose, cool. Like, I was already in losers. I'm just gonna play out. I think we just all need to not tweet after we lose. That's just really how we solve a lot of this. But, like, I don't know. I don't think... And I also don't think, like, anytime Leffen is pre-johned or somebody, I don't go into a set thinking about their pre-john. I just think about wanting to fuck them up. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know. I also think you just don't take what people say after they lose very seriously. I think that. Anytime someone is tweeting something, I get where they're coming from, and I don't hold it against them. Because I'm like, you're not in the right state of mind after you lose. And, like, if you've never competed, you don't get it. Because, like, your brain, after you lose... like, it just like, I don't know. I was forced to play. Because, okay, if I dropped out or DQ'd, tell me not. People would have been mad. You know it, people would be calling me a pussy, a baby. So then I play out and I drink and then people were mad anyway. And I'm just like, I had just given up. I had just given up on the tournament because I was just so upset and I played so bad that I could have just not been a baby about it, but like, I was just thinking about it. I can lose. You guys know I've been losing for 16 years. I don't care about losing. I despise more than anything playing really bad and losing. Oh, when I play bad, I get mad. That's when I want to fucking throw something. Like, it's just to me, that's like, it gets me. That to me is like, I hate playing bad. Oh my god. And I played fucking bad. I beat Zane somehow. I don't know, but I think I just have an emotional breakdown twice a year because of Melee, and that was it. Now I feel good. I feel good after, in the moment, and then like I just have like an emotional breakdown, and then I'm happy. I wasn't trying to bait or like pre-John on Saturday. I was just sad and I didn't want to play anymore, so I got drunk. So okay, how about this? If I don't tweet that, like, does anything change? And I just get drunk anyway? And then I wake up and I'm like, man, I'm really tired. Like, I don't know. I don't know. All was, like, I just felt like I tweeted. I was really sad. And then I got drunk. But, like, I'm not sitting here right now. Nor have I ever. Like, once I was gonna get drunk, I accepted that I might lose. And I wasn't gonna use it to complain. I'm fine with what happened. Like, I'm not sitting here saying I got drunk, I would have played better. I just didn't want to play. But I did play because I had to. And should I just thrown? Should I have gone Mario? Would people be mad if I just played Mario against Johnny? No, it was bad. Saturday I couldn't focus. I didn't feel well, which is funny. Because if I could have pre-Johned about any day, it would have been Saturday. But I didn't. Because I don't like to bitch before I play. I never bitch before I play. What happened Saturday night was me bitching because I was sad that I lost. There's a difference. There is a difference. I swear. I had no intention of... I just didn't care anymore. I was sad. I have feelings. I'm not allowed to be sad. I was just sad. That's all it was.